on our property. And that's a genuine, and for those who understand, if OnPassive was interested in their benefit, self-serving, popularity, or, monetization when it comes to money and all of that, if we're interested in that, we're going to push all the traffic to onpassive.com or one single domain name, regardless of the location. But the fact, for who understand the logic, for those who understand the logic, the fact that we said, no, you're the hero, this is your property, we're going to build on your property that you have full ownership of, okay? It's unique to you, like your social security, whatever. And that gives us the ultimate uniqueness and credibility, as it's all about you. And it becomes a beautiful show after that. When you have those hundreds of millions of locations, when I say you're going to own the market or we're going to own the internet, yes, literally, because you're the biggest crowd, and any other location is just one location. But anything that is linked to our business, you're talking about hundreds of millions of domain names, multiply that by hundreds of pages, billions. And everything leads to Rome. So we are the biggest crowd and the biggest market, open market. And if you want to go anywhere, let's say down the road, you're not going to go far without OnPassive. This is the biggest crowd. This is the biggest mall. This is the biggest marketplace. Where most of the commerce is going to go there. Now somebody's going to think, okay, so we're going to replace Amazon, or we're going to, no, totally different. I'm talking about, so we want everybody to have their unique value, and we're not in a clash or contradiction with anyone. We have just a different game, a different lane of our own, and everybody else, but in fact it will help them. It's just sort of organizing everybody in one place instead of like an open, random, wild wilderness, like people have no idea where to go and they're just fighting each other. We're organizing this in such a professional way, thanks to the new technologies, thanks to the expertise we have, and thanks to AI. We're able to organize and categorize this in such a beautiful, easy way where people come and have fun. Okay, you just go to the back office or to your, what do you call this, the ecosystem or mobile app, just open it. You have it open all the time. That's it, you're connected to anything. You want to communicate, it's there. You want to transfer money, it's there. You want to have a class in something, it's there. You want to learn how to do, it's there. You want to host, you want to do business, you want to manage your staff, you want to run a shop, it's there. Everything you need in one-stop shop. And the best part, we're installing that on your own domain name. It starts with you. You're the hero. You are the hero. We're not telling you, oh, send traffic to onpassive.com. This is your, no. OnPassive is sending traffic to your own domain. And it's allowing you to interact and exchange business and activities within our sphere, our ecosystem. You got something to sell, go for it. It's a massive market. So I'm gonna have to tell you something. Now you're gonna be a very good, or let's put it this way. You should be now educated on how to evaluate a proper business model. So let's say somebody invites you. They send you a video, or an email or a link to look at. One thing you want to look at, do you get your own property? Or you're going to have to send them traffic to their own property. When I say property, is their web address, is the domain name. If the question, you're going to have to send them traffic, you're not benefiting yourself, you're benefiting them. If you come across a business model that tells you, before you go far, we're going to give you your own identity, and don't send us traffic, just send it to yourself. And if you want to buy traffic, we'll send the traffic to yourself, to your location. That's a clean business model, and that's the only business model I would do. So now you should be more knowledgeable when it comes to reviewing an offer that you may receive. I'm sure you receive offers every day. Take a look. Is it all one website? Everybody participates and push there? Yeah. A lot of people, look at the statistic. We are on Alexa, I don't know if you know, it's like a meter for the website traffic, like it's number 50,000 or 4,000 on the world. It's like Google, Facebook, this YouTube is number one, this, that, right? So I am number 1,000. I don't mention that. I'm not interested in ranking on passive.com as one of the highest trafficked area or website. Why? It might mean something for the company. Oh yeah, I'm building it. No, I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in your recognition, your own location. And that's why we don't mention. I'm not impressed if I become the number one website. It's got no meaning to me, no value. But I'm interested if chrisjohnson.com is having some good traffic to flow to it, and he's got something reasonable to sell, and it's making a difference in his business or activities or hobby or whatever he's doing. I'm more interested in that. In plain English, Mr. Halbert, there are things that you could survive a business without them. You could probably get away with it, okay? They're secondary, accessories, but there's some critical foundations and essentials for your business. Having a domain name and your business is only located on your own address that belongs to you and you have full ownership of that, that is a critical fact. You gotta have that. It's not something to negotiate or to consider something else. Now, could we have it through somebody else and we market for it? Yeah, we could, but we're not gonna have the control nor the flexibility when it comes as a business to install things on it for you, on your behalf. We give it to you at a cheaper rate. All of that is live, instant, all of that. So it makes sense for us to go and apply and become a official accredited registrar on this agency, which is so difficult to be recognized with it. I personally been, I'm not going to say on this specific domain project, but on the journey or the dream of having, our own ICANN accreditation for years, many years. And if somebody knows some of the companies I've built, like in a huge way in the domain industry, and it is touching now that a company years ago I used to market for, and I just got a little bone here and there, peanuts. That's what they paid us, okay? I never got the chance to be recognized or respected, or uh, I'm just a slave. All right, I built their business, and I didn't even get a card by mail. Not a card, okay, not a thank you. Uh, and sadly, but the touching part that we're 100 times bigger than them today. And we're just getting started. Just getting started. I mean, if somebody thinks like, okay, we're done, no, we're just warming up. But as we go, we're much bigger now. We're much more experienced now, okay? We've learned a lot, of course, okay? And like one of the examples, like we don't announce things until they're done. I think we're getting better. So what we could achieve now in a year, it could be what previously could take us 5-6 years. One of the projects, a whole new project. Okay, we just had a discussion about today. 5 hours presentation. What was the saying? The sky is not our limit. I think the sky is our opening point, or something like that. I'm gonna have to look at it. I have it here. So that was amazing. So do you remember a while ago I said we deliver dreams? Okay, you got a dream, bring it on board. We'll make it happen. We'll fund it. We'll cut years of your life, if not you know a ton of money, millions, and we make it happen. And you're the hero. We're more interested in the implementation, making and providing value than having the credit and the profit aspect. Yeah, you could say now we're at a point where we could have at least one new project every month that is agreed or implemented, but offers daily, just by the people we have. Sky's not the limit, sky's home. Huh. That is the exact word. All right, let's go to somebody that is more fun and more.
Before we do that,
more informative.
Yeah, right. Before we do that, if I understand correctly, Mr. Ash, not only the domains for us is going to be our prop, but we are also going to be we are going to be marketing to the public domain names.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, you're right.
So,
and now you have that ownership, because I'm making you an affiliate with me. Okay, so when people buy their domains, which is everybody should, because previously people would have to go Instagram.com, open an account, or MySpace, I think, okay, or Facebook.com or whatever. They had to open AOL.com, okay. You previously had to open, yeah, okay, but now it is your domain, ron.com, and when people purchase from it, it's already giving you credit for that. You're being compensated. And anything ever after from that marketplace. So how many people now, like I said, people were thrilled, okay, I don't know, 10 years ago or so, with, man, I can post something and my relatives in Vietnam can see it, in Ecuador can see it, the whole world, I can pay, oh, this is mind-boggling. But it's one domain name, it's one company, one guy is cashing that out. It's a hack, all right? Unethical, because they're selling your data. Where now, no. You don't go to X or ABC.com, XYZ.com, and everybody's building it. No. This is my home. This is my digital property. This is my real estate. Ron.com. I take ownership of that. And that's where I say, not just a generic, everybody just being a used versus you are the user. You are the user versus the used as of now. Huge difference between everybody goes to onedomain.com versus now, no, you go to my domain. This is my home. What you're interested in now might not be the same 5 years from now. I'm just going to give you an example. You sold things online before, right? And you swore, I'm sure, like 10 times, this is the Holy Grail, okay, or this is it, okay, I'm just gonna, but when you go back to your audience, what do you tell them? I know last time it wasn't that, thrilling. I know it didn't turn out the way we thought, but give me one more chance, buddy, okay? This is probably it. Follow me here. Now it's not abc.com, it's, fdbg.com, okay? And it's not too expensive. Okay. You're gonna have to beg people, you're gonna have to twist arm, you're gonna have to convince. And they go one more time, a month later. I know we've had this conversation before, like 10 times again, and I know it wasn't what we thought, but this is like now in Bitcoin, this got to be it, okay? Or this is, then you go ahead and you burn yourself, and people are gonna start hanging up the phone in your face. They're not gonna talk to you anymore. And you go, why? Because to me, it appears Ron doesn't know what he's talking about. What the hell is he talking about? Every time he comes, this, that, he's confused. Settle on something and then come and sell me. You don't have to do that. You know why? Because your business is never going to change. This is your permanent business. It's Ron.com. After 1 year, you sell something, doesn't work, no big deal. You're not changing Ron.com. It's Ron.com. It might, a red light bulb or a blue or yellow. Yeah, you can change that. Nobody knows what's inside your shop. But your shop or the sign from outside says Ron.com. So you go back to your old pal, say, oh, so what are you doing now, Ron? Same thing I've been doing for the last 10 years. Ron.com. Though that might have changed 5, 10, 50 different products, ventures within, but it wouldn't matter. On the outside, you're Ron.com permanently. That gives you a ton of credibility, a ton of trust, and you don't have to swear anymore and put your hand on the Bible and say, please, I guarantee. No, you don't have to. You're not going to have to beg. Okay, it is Ron. So if Joe asked you, hey buddy, what are you doing? Ron.com. 5 months later, oh, how is it going? How's your Thanksgiving now? Great. How's business? Ron.com. Next Christmas, how are you doing? Hope everything is good. Family good? Thank God, everything is good. How's business? Great. What are you doing? Ron.com. 3 years. Ron.com. Now, oh man, this man looks like it's working for Ron. Hook me up. They will buy or die. One of the two. Confidence, trust. But if you're going to change that main domain every time, like, oh, this is the link, this is the link, this is the link. So how would I do my business? Ash Mufareh, that's my business, that's my shop, or Ash, whatever the brand is, okay? And that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to promote generic link. I'm going to have full control of my identity. I'm not going to change the story on you. I'm going to be doing this business. Listen, you might change a product, things get oversaturated. Yeah, sure, no problem. This is not selling anymore, no problem. You can change lane, but you're on the same direction. And that's telling. If I ask you, and every time you tell me the same thing, I'm going to tell you a quick thing. Years ago, when phone was a big thing, we were talking on the phone a lot, okay? Not so much digital webinars and conferences. We used to talk on the phone, okay? And it was a big, a CEO, that's in California, and he got some sort of illness and he needed to slow down a little bit. So he wanted to close that and just lock arm with one of his good buddies, okay? Just to take up part where they're passionate about, okay? I'm one of his buddies, okay? And then he got A, B, C, okay, options, right? And we, everybody did their pitch and how he could fit in. Do you know why he chose me? We were talking for like months. And we did business together. Because we had an open conversation in person after a while. We met in an event with a few of these pals and we talked, well, how did you make your decision? He said, I looked at every one of you every time you were just like so fast going, like a different product, a different business, a different direction. Like it's confusing. It makes me nervous every time. When I talk to Ash, he's always on the same lane. And guess what? I knew this guy. He talked about me. I knew this guy for the last 10 years. He never changed his email address. He never changed his phone number. He looked at my phone number that didn't change. But with let's say with Peter, with Lamar, with this, with that, it changed a few times. I'm giving you actual names. It changed a few times. So to the recipient, it sounds, like you're confused. You're unclear on your vision. You're not so passionate. You're just scattered all over the place. But when you have that domain, your phone number, your email addresses, that's it. Hey, it gets better. When you have your own domain, is contact@ron.com, admin@ron.com. It gets better. So when you give me you introduce yourself, it's no so-and-so, Gmail, Yahoo, whatever, okay? No, you're telling me ron.com. How powerful is that? And you do that until you die. This is all you have. So the trust is unbelievable. The credibility that it gives you when you have a stable, steady identity. You're always in the same place. It's not like, okay, food truck, same location, okay, I can consider. But that I have to chase them? Come on. Sit somewhere. I'm not going to be chasing you. But if you're always in the same place, always in the same location, I'm more comfortable to do business with you. I know where you are. I know where to find you. contact support@ron.com. It's forever. Huge. And if it's done in any other way, I'll be skeptical. I'm talking about long term. If somebody's going to tell you, send traffic to this link, their link, you're a slave.